Rajesh Kumar, a laborer in Rajasthan, sold his ancestral land to pay over 500,000 rupees for his son's medical exam coaching. And it worked. 21-year-old Pradeep scored more than 650 marks, guaranteeing him a spot in a top government medical college. This photograph shows students taking the May 3 NEET 2026 examination in a highly controlled environment. Pradeep was one of 2.3 million aspirants competing for fewer than 130,000 available seats across India. 9 days later, on May 12th, the Indian government cancelled the entire examination. Investigators discovered that the exact question paper was leaked and sold before the test began. The cancellation wiped out years of intense preparation and financial sacrifice in an instant. In the aftermath, 4 students who took the exam died by suicide. Pradeep was among them. This diagram illustrates the multi-layered security pipeline the National Testing Agency claimed to use. As we can see, the physical question papers were transported in GPS-tracked vehicles, monitored by AI-assisted CCTV, and protected by 5G jammers at the examination centers. Yet, despite that militarized perimeter, the exact questions from the test circulated freely online. Investigators found them on a 400-member Telegram and WhatsApp group named Private Mafia. A digital syndicate had successfully bypassed the physical security apparatus. They effectively hijacked the admissions process for India's next generation of doctors. The Central Bureau of Investigation eventually revealed that the breach did not come from external hackers. It came from the people hired to create the test. Arrests targeted Pune-based chemistry and biology professors who were officially associated with the testing agency. These insiders were tasked with setting the questions and translating the papers into regional languages. Because they accessed the material before it was even printed, they bypassed the downstream GPS and camera security entirely. Once they extracted the questions, the professors needed buyers. They found them in the lucrative, highly competitive coaching centers operating out of cities like Lakh and Pune. These coaching networks then monetized the leaked materials. They sold the exact exam questions to desperate students and parents for up to 1 million rupees, about 10 lakh rupees per paper. This network graph maps the escalated distribution. From the central professor nodes, data flowed into coaching hubs, then exploded outward into private mafia messaging groups, reaching 400 distinct users. Looking closer, 120 specific questions circulated here matched the actual exam exactly. The National Testing Agency had spent its resources heavily fortifying the physical transport of the paper. They completely failed to monitor the humans responsible for creating it. To understand how those human vulnerabilities went unchecked, we have to look at the organization running the exam, the National Testing Agency, or NTA. The NTA handles an immense operational burden. Every year, they conduct more than 20 major central examinations for over 6 million candidates across the country. This diagram illustrates their structural vulnerability. A massive block representing 6 million students is supported by a tiny pillar. The NTA operates with only 22 regular employees. The rest of the operation relies heavily on temporary, outsourced, and contractual staff. When an agency defers accountability to third-party contractors for almost every stage of a high-stakes process, maintaining security over the long term becomes statistically impossible. This photograph captures the immediate public reaction to the failure, showing distressed students and parents holding their useless exam papers. Frustration over the leak triggered massive street protests nationwide. The investigation quickly escalated to the federal level, anchored here at the Central Bureau of Investigation headquarters. The CBI took over the probe, coordinating raids across multiple states and arresting 13 individuals connected to the coaching networks. The fallout reached the Supreme Court of India, which demanded a compliance report on exam security. At the same time, national medical associations filed petitions urging the government to completely restructure or replace the NTA with an autonomous oversight body. This official public notice details the government's immediate administrative remedy. A re-examination was scheduled for June 21, 2026, maintaining the offline pen and paper mode. This image shows Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan addressing the crisis. To prevent future leaks, he proposed transitioning all NEET exams to a fully computer-based test format by 2027, eliminating the physical paper trail entirely. A rescheduled test and future digital upgrades might keep the medical admissions pipeline moving, but they cannot restore the shattered trust of 2 million students, and they cannot bring back the lives lost to a structurally broken system.